Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. My name is Tom. Thank you for joining me today. I had to wait until it was a little bit warmer to come out here. It's still in the 40s, but nevertheless it's much better than it being in the 20s when everything is frozen. And I tried, I failed. So I got some good news for you guys today. Probably tell by my face already, huh? Yeah? Should I leave you guys hanging for a little bit? I won't do that to you. Guys, my 2023 Chevrolet Bolt EUV Premier has arrived in Spartanburg at the dealership. Yes! All this waiting, all this sort of complaining and stuff has finally paid off. And here we are. So, first and foremost, whew, the excitement's taking my breath away. First and foremost, it's arrived, it's there. They sent me pictures, of which I will share with you here. They have a couple of things that they have to do to it. First of all, they have to prep it for delivery. I asked them not to wash it, so that way there's no like swirls or anything that get added to the paint. But what I did do is I asked them to install the lit charge port. So that's going to be something that gets installed today/tomorrow, which is probably why I'm not going to get it until either, God, the end of this week or maybe this weekend. But suffice it to say, the excitement has, peaked. Both my wife and I did our little wee dance, and then as we came off, I decided to share it with you guys. So issue number one, it's not really an issue. It's just time that needs to be taken for the job to be done. That's the installation of the lit charge port. That part was ordered 5 months ago, so they had it in stock. They were holding it for me, and it's already paid for and everything. So it's about a $300 job, and that's with part and labor and everything included. That's number one. Number two is I have to finish the paperwork with the buyback coordinator. So I got an email this morning. They received notice that the car was delivered to the dealership, and of course everybody now is reaching out to me. I guess that's how the world works. Nothing happens and customers are left sitting wondering, scratching their chin, their heads, whatever, trying to figure out if something's gonna happen good. Well, turns out that within a matter of 15-20 minutes, everybody that I was working with, including a coordinator that I worked with when I was still living in Los Angeles, they all kind of all at once emailed me saying, hey, just so you know, the car was delivered. Yay. So anyway, we're happy. Obviously, I'm excited. I'm having a really hard time standing still for this. I just want to but anyway, here we are. So what's left? So the buyback coordinator requires the process requires a bunch of paperwork from the original loan. So what I did was I sent her, let's see, there was a history of payments that was made, as well as the payoff quote. So my lender, who's Capital One, not by choice, but nevertheless they've given me a decent rate and whatnot. So I've stuck with them. I may consider refinancing down the line, but right now we're fine with the payments and everything else. So what was I saying? Oh, yes. She required history of payment. In other words, were there additional payments made from the moment that I let the Bolt EV go in Los Angeles? And the answer to that is yes. I have continued making monthly payments even though I have not had a car. The one thing I did do was, once we left Los Angeles and I moved here, I took it off of my insurance. So I'm not paying insurance on that vehicle anymore, but there's a reason for that. So in the state of California, if you don't have insurance on your vehicle, the DMV there will quickly send you a letter saying your registration will be suspended within X amount of days unless you have insurance. So I had to keep insurance on the vehicle for, I don't know, I think it was probably for the first 30 days of us being here, so somewhere middle of July. And then I actually, when we moved out here, I found out that the insurer that I had in California, and I'm not sure if I want to mention what companies I'm using, it really doesn't matter. Suffice it to say, they were providing me insurance. It really is what it is. But that company does not service this region, meaning when we moved here and I wanted to change you know, the homeowner's insurance, my wife's insurance on her RAV4 ICE vehicle, as well as the Bolt EV, I found out that they don't cover us. So I had to go basically window shopping on our main strip here in South Carolina, and I had to find a place that basically would insure us. And I did 2 or 3 places just to get quotes, and boom, found one, and here we are. Home's insured, office is insured, vehicles insured. I think that's it. Now, when I take delivery of the EUV, that's going to be the next item to be added to the insurance policy, which is nice because if you have multiple vehicles, you get an additional multi-vehicle discount. And I thought, God, you know, just to get that discount, should I add the 2020 Premier onto it? And then I thought to myself, no, because that's more money that you'll be spending. It's that whole thing where you spend money just to take advantage of a sale or a coupon or something. It doesn't really make sense to me. I've heard several friends of mine in the past, they used to be all crazy when a sale would happen at, God, JCPenney or God, am I dating myself? Does anybody still go to JCPenney? Go down in the comments, let me know. But if there was a sale somewhere at a JCPenney or somewhere, they'd be like, oh my God, I gotta get this, I gotta get that. And then they'd end up spending $300 just to get, you know, 10% off. And then you're like, but you still spent $270. Which in California was actually tax, if you think about it. So 10% tax, I think it was 9.75. So the rule of thumb was, you know, if you spent, you know, if you had a 10% off coupon, it would just cover the tax. And that's kind of how stores over there do their scammy sales. I don't like sales. When I need something, I buy it, and that's it. I justify it as a cost of life or a cost of doing business. So anyway, God, I think that's it. The excitement's still up there. My heart rate's still elevated, and I'm having a hard time keeping my breath. And I'm getting incredibly warm with that sun beaming down on me. But listen, it looks like we're down to days. So the emails that I got were pretty vague as to when I would actually take delivery, when I would actually pick the vehicle up. But that's okay, because now I know that the vehicle is 30 miles away from me and that it's actually being taken care of. It's sitting in a housing bay that they have where they prep the car for delivery, and they tell their owners to come up and do an inspection, and they do the whole I guess delivery. I guess that's what it's called. And we kind of did the same thing with the RAV4 when we bought it, and I did a similar thing with the 2020. Now that one was a little weird because that car was it was ordered by the dealer to spec, but the weird thing about the 2020 Premier was that I never officially took delivery of it. It just showed up, and they literally just handed me the keys, and they said, have a nice life, baby, because everything was paid for. The trade-in was done a week or two ahead of time, and I think the only thing that happened during that delivery was that they inspected the 2014 TDI Jetta that I traded in, the diesel Jetta that I had, that I traded in. And that was it. I never, you know, got the whole experience of buying a new car. Essentially, it was already sitting outside. It was charged to the 80% that I had requested it to be charged. It had 3 miles on it, and I literally drove off and never looked back. Well, never looked back until I brought the car back. So sorry about the noise. The workers over there at their workshop are dumping their dumpsters. So they've been doing it all day. They have like 6 of them over there. So anyway, let's see. I think that's it. You know, I'll obviously keep you guys posted. You know, there's going to be obviously a video of me taking delivery. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. And I got a few more pieces of tech to fill out my recording capabilities. As you can see, I'm using the microphone, but I'm not using my phone as a recorder anymore. So it's kind of nice, because if I have to reference something, then I can do that. But it's kind of nice to have hands-free, and I'm able to take a step back and, you know, be as big as I need to be for dramatics sake, I guess. But anyhow, I think that's it. That's all we got. I'm gonna go back inside. I have a meeting that I have to get to in about 40 minutes from now, so I want to get some paperwork ready for that. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel and being there for us, etc., etc. You guys are awesome. Go down in the comments, leave me your thoughts. If you haven't done so already, do the usual YouTube thing, please. Subscribe, like, share, and until next time, thank you for watching.